We have an off already, and it's Fernando Alonso into the gravel there.
Simon mentioned that he went off into the gravel. He actually hits the tyre barrier just on the outside of Tozer. I think we can have a look at it right now. It's only a slight contact, but they'll want to check that front wing. If Fernando Alonso's struggling out there, what about the rest as well? Oh, there's the Ferrari.
Round.
There's the Ferrari at Acqua Minerale of Charles Leclerc.
That's on the intermediate tyres. So he hasn't really lost too many places there, has he? Ooh, all clear then for Charles Leclerc.
It's lights out and away we go. Verstappen gets an excellent reaction. Hamilton, though, is ahead of Perez, but not for long, as Max Verstappen now on the inside joins Hamilton in battle. It is Hamilton and Verstappen. Verstappen and Hamilton wheel to wheel going into the field of the Tamburello chicane. Hamilton is forced wide and he's lost a little bit of bodywork as well. Sergio Perez is in third place at the moment, looking to make it into second. The rest covered in a blanket of spray. Verstappen leads the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. As we're looking now at car number 55, Carlos Sainz. He's made up 3 places at the start of this race, and he, like his teammate Charles Leclerc, goes wide at Acqua Minerale, and that's a spinning Williams of Nicholas Latifi going out at Acqua Minerale. Well done, he's kept the engine running. Oh, and that is Nicholas Latifi in the Williams, and he is out. So we saw Latifi going off, or he's made contact there.
Oh, that was a big impact, wasn't it?
Contact
it was actually
with Mazepin.
Right, that's not Mazepin's fault.
Oh, and that is Mick Schumacher at the exit of the pit lane. I say he was warming his tyres up.
Oh dear.
And lost it. We're racing again here at Imola, and it's a decent start for Max Verstappen, but Hamilton is right on his tail, and I wonder, is Hamilton going to have a little go if he can into the chicane? They came together on the opening lap. This time around, Hamilton is just a little too far back to make the move on Verstappen. He slots there into second place as Norris gets ahead of Stroll, and behind, well, no speed there for the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz. He's trying to get past Pierre Gasly. That's not going to happen. Getting in on the act is the McLaren of Lando Norris. Gasly first into the chicane ahead of Norris. Then comes Carlos Sainz. Then comes the Aston Martin of Lance Stroll. And then comes Valtteri Bottas in the Mercedes. George Russell up into the points in the Williams. Whilst out in front, the gap now 4.2 seconds between Verstappen and Hamilton.
How many mistakes I'm gonna do?
Yeah, you are too quick, guy. Calm down.
Now, there he goes, letting him through on the way up to Piratella. So, good team play. And now Lando needs to show what he can do. And I'm sure if he doesn't scamper off into the distance, they'll swap them back again. And he does not. He does pit. He does pit. Will Lewis follow him in? No.
He's in. Hey, firm. Let's go for it, Lewis. Let's go for it. You've got 1 lap.
Yeah.
This one needs to be perfect, Mercedes, but they know that. He's very slow into the box, very steady, a little slow on the front. Oh, he's got to wait for the Alfa Romeo to pass. Giovinazzi passes. It's a scrub set of medium tyres.
You'll see Verstappen coming up right now. Hamilton gets to the end of the pit lane. Oh, it's almost like Tokyo Drift as he tries to get the power down, but the Red Bull goes through. Well, everyone has been lapped so far by the race leader, down to Valtteri Bottas, who is in 9th place. Oh, and sliding off the road goes the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton.
Oh,
and I think he might be, unless he can find reverse, and he's kept the engine running. This is absolute disaster for Lewis Hamilton. So whilst Verstappen carries out on in front, extending his advantage metre by metre, Hamilton is sat trying to escape from the gravel trap and the runoff road and just try and find a way out of this situation.
Yeah, he realises, I mean, it's effectively a front-wheel drive car right now, isn't it, as he reverses out. Smart thinking.
Lewis Hamilton, who has had, what, 50 consecutive points finishes, and we're going to get a safety car now, because that's Valtteri Bottas and George Russell, who are out of this race, and they look like they've had a big coming together as well. He goes over to make sure Bottas is okay, and there is Fernando Alonso in the Alpine getting going as well.
Yeah, you're not. We think George was trying to overtake him on the grass and lost it.
Maybe we'll get a mitigating circumstance if there is one, but on the face of it, it looks like a mistake. And that 32, Mercedes lose 3 of their drivers. don't they? But, well, Hamilton will recover.
On board with George Russell, who hits Bottas. Yes, because he gets onto the grass. So he's going for the overtake, runs straight into Bottas.
You can hear the you can hear the engine revs go up.
What the What the was he doing? Honestly, is he a for what?
The race has now been red flagged. Oh, Max Verstappen, what's happened there? Just trying to light up his tyres somewhat on the entry into Ravazza.
Oh, that was a lucky one, Max.
It was. After the red flag, we can go racing again, and Lando Norris is wasting no time whatsoever. Getting stuck into some racing, he's got past Charles Leclerc and up into second place. Verstappen leads from Norris, then comes Leclerc, Perez, Sainz and Ricciardo, and going off at the back, it's Yuki Tsunoda.
Somebody else has been off. He just got a little bit wide. And the left rear tyre dipped into the damp part of the track.
Who's got the DRS this time? It is not Charles Leclerc, and it is Lewis Hamilton. And is this what Hamilton needs to blast past that Ferrari? It very much is what he needed to blast past that Ferrari. Lewis Hamilton is back up into the podium places. Is Hamilton close enough? And he does look to be an awful lot closer. And once again, Norris makes him go the long way round, but Hamilton was close enough, under braking, to get alongside and ahead. So there he is. Aqua Minerale.
You wouldn't let us down.
Have a glass of water. Nikita Mazepin and another spin. To a man who's never won in Italy before and who wins the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix this afternoon. Max Verstappen, for the first time in his career, takes victory in Italy, and it was a victory by a long, long margin. Big smiles down at McLaren as Lando Norris takes another podium in Formula One. A super drive from him this afternoon. This is turning into something special, I think. Certainly for Max Verstappen. Great recovery drive from Lewis Hamilton. Wonderful drive from Lando Norris to make amends after his disappointment in qualifying yesterday. And a victorious drive from Max Verstappen. Surely not the last we'll see this year. Hamilton leads the championship by 1 point. Let's bring on round 3. I can't wait for that.